those whom you owe and whom you are indebted to under the threat of your military might. But you will not admit to your own people within your own country that, well, we actually owe them money. Lots of it. China, they owe over $1 trillion too. Japan, they owe over $1 trillion too. Just to make it very painfully clear so we can understand. All right? So, don't get blocked, y'all. I hope you just, you pay attention, but I will block you. Okay? Now, when you have a nation that allows the stealing of your women, and particularly your women, when you do that, if somebody can walk in your house, take your child, take your little girls, hell, take your sister, and you don't do anything to stop them, what you are saying to them is that you are okay with that. Not only are you saying you're okay with that, you are telling them that you are so weak and docile and afraid that you wouldn't let them do whatever they want and you will never retaliate. What you are saying to them is that you are not masculine. You are not a man. You are telling them you are weak. You are an animal. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Nobody's going to walk up to a woman and try to take her in front of me. Nobody's going to walk in my house and try to take my child, my woman, in front of me, and I don't do something about it. Nobody. Whether if you are black or white. But you, brothers, have to look at yourself and ask yourself, why is it that they are taking our women and we're not doing nothing about it? Can it be because some of you are doing the same thing? Can it be because some of you are doing the same thing? See, we know about the pimps too. Some of y'all Negroes who are pimping our sisters out here, see, you're going to be dealt with too. That's another thing. I don't give a damn that you black. Black skin don't mean you family no more. It don't mean you family. Black skin gives you a pass to a degree. But the moment you start doing things that the white man has been doing to us, you are just as bad as him. As a matter of fact, you're worse. So don't ever get this twisted. This is not, oh, well, let's hate the white man. No, this is let us hate everything that came from the white man's culture, including sex trafficking, because that didn't come from our culture. But some of our brothers are doing that too. So don't get it twisted here. When this government has done it to us, then we start doing it to ourselves. Then it is we who must correct it. The masculine men have to correct the men who are not handling business. The moment you see a brother letting his woman be talked to any kind of damn way, that is the precursor. That is the prerequisite. That is the early stages of your woman ending up being kidnapped. If you'll let somebody talk to your woman any kind of way, and you right there, and you don't even stand up to say anything about it, then what you are telling that person, your woman, and any of the enemies around, that they can not only just talk to your woman like that, but if they took it a step further, they can physically abuse her. Then that means if they can physically abuse her, they can take it a step further. They can physically rape her. Then if they can physically rape her, then they can take it a step further. Then they can physically steal her, sell her into underground sex trafficking, which is above ground sex trafficking. And then they can take it a step further than that. Then they can kill her and sell her organs. Do you understand? Things are not always as soft as we make it seem. They're not. I don't give a damn about what the white man says. I don't care about what anybody else says. No nation of men allow anyone to disrespect their woman and they don't do something about it. As a matter of fact, no nation of men allow anyone to disrespect them and they don't do something about it. Period. The women shouldn't have to protect themselves. That's us. People should be afraid to even raise their voice at a black woman. They should be afraid to even breathe in her direction. They should be afraid. They should be afraid of that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll breathe this way. I'm sorry. Sorry. They should be afraid. I'm so serious. You think I'm joking, but I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Man, trust me when I say this, man. Okay. What are the solutions? Because my spirit is on a whole nother level, which is why I'm going to the gym after this to work all this off. Start by walking the sisters to their car. We're going to get very basic right now. You want to have the white man respect you and respect your woman? You want to have them respect us and respect our people? Then demonstrate respect by doing some of these things that I'm going to name. Number one, walk women to their car. Number one, day and night. Brothers, don't ever act like you're above this because your mama carried you, carried us for at least 8. Some were 6.5, 7 months, up to 9.5 months full term. Start walking them to their cars, day and night. I don't give a damn what you think, brothers. I'm saying is battle with that weak side of your damn self and grow up. Because if they carried us into life, literally, we can carry them to their car. That's not a bad thing. It's not wasting any energy for us. Walk them to their vehicle, open the door, carry their bags. You know how we used to carry the girl's book? That if we liked her, we carried her book. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's going on. Oh, she like me. I like her. Oh, I'm going to carry her books. I don't know if y'all even know about that. Even in Compton, we was doing that in middle school. Okay, please. After you do that, there are a number of ways you can take it a step further. If it is your mother, if it is your cousin, if it is your sister, if it is your auntie, if it is your daughter, if it is someone who is closer to you, your friend, take it a step further. Don't just walk her to her car. Don't just open the door for her when she's leaving the building. Open her door to let her walk out the building. Carry her bags for her to her car. Open the door so that she can get in her car. Make sure you're walking on the side of the street where the cars are driving. Make sure the woman is walking on the inside, next to the building, next to the wall. She's walking on that side. You're walking on the outside where cars are going by, just in case, because as I said earlier, the woman is worth 3 times what we are worth. So if we die from a car jumping up on the curb and hitting us, that's an honorable sacrifice. But we just preserved 3 more men, potential men coming from the womb of that woman. Do you understand? But if she gets hit, an entire nation is gone. Hence the reason why we walk on the outside, she walks on the inside. That's one other point. Next point, if you want to take it a step further than that, when she gets in her car, then you do what is called trailing her. You get in your car, you follow her car with her permission. I'm saying if this is your family, your friend, your daughter, etc., your girlfriend, your wife, you get in your car and you follow her vehicle until she either gets to the exit of her, the freeway of the exit of where she lives, or until she gets all the way home. And you make sure she gets home safely all the way. I'm talking about you driving your car behind her car, and until she gets home. This is where we gotta be, man. Some of y'all like that's too much. No, it's not too much. Because if we were doing this more often, then less of our women would be missing. More of our girls would be at home. Take it serious now, because you're gonna get real pissed off if it happens to your mama, your sister, your daughter. Then you really gonna be trying to be all, man, see, we gotta do something. Oh, because it happened to you. Because it happened to you. But you wasn't all serious about it when it happened to my daughter, my wife, my cousin, my niece. You wasn't all serious then. We're one people. That's what we need to understand. We're one people. If that's your daughter, that's my daughter too. If that's your niece, that's my niece too. That's our niece. That's your sister, that's our sister. That's your mama, that's our mama. Handle business like that. In the neighborhood, we all knew each other. We didn't even have to lock our doors back then. Even in the 90s, we knew each other all up and down the street. We knew at least 10 neighbors. So if I couldn't get in my house, I can go right next door to our cousin's house, who wasn't even our blood cousin, but that was our cousin's house. Then we can go to the next house and the next house and the next house. We were safe because we knew each other. We don't even talk to each other now. We don't. And that's a problem. So the point is, follow her home so that she can get home safely. Put her in her car, open her door, carry her things, etc., etc. Then get in your car, make sure you trail her home until she gets home, she's safe, boom, you make sure she get in, bam, good. That way you know for a fact that sister is safe. You know that for a fact. You understand? I'm gonna block this person because they're incessantly idiotic. Talking about let's make white people slaves. Don't be stupid. I don't give a damn about making no white people no slave. That would be beneath me. As a matter of fact, that would make me a white man too. Who the hell says let's make them our slave? Dude, smoking that bad stuff. So that's the next point. Next point after this is where things might become a little more difficult for some brothers. Let's see who really about it. A lot of brothers is real, y'all cool, y'all strong when it comes to fighting and all that, right? You say you about it when it comes to the attack mode. But let us see how you are when it comes to the defense mode. If you have an interaction with the police, because we already talked about trailing, we already talked about walking on the outside, we talked about protecting the women as far as carrying their things, making sure they get home safe, etc., etc., etc. However, now we're dealing with defense and protection. How many of you brothers actually know how to fight? And I mean for real. How many of you have actually trained? How many of you have ever touched a punching bag? How many of you have ever been in an actual fight with someone physically? How many of you? Because all the talking is one thing, but the moment you are faced with a circumstance where you are staring down the barrel of a gun from a police officer, or you in the neighborhood and some dude walk up to you and try to ask you where you from, and you walking with your queen, or you're walking with your daughter, or you're walking with your sister or your cousin, how do you handle that? Are you strong enough to even open your mouth? Do you open your mouth? What do you do? I'm calling us out because I want us to understand this is a very real thing. We have tens of thousands of our sisters missing. That does not happen overnight. It means that it has been going on for a very long time. Which means you and me have to train. We have to exercise. We cannot make excuses anymore. The sisters, by default, yes, sisters, you should exercise, you should train, absolutely. Please do. But you're training and you are exercising as a secondary option. Meaning you ain't the one who is going to be getting out that car to handle business. You staying in that car because you are far more valuable than we are. A woman can protect herself. A woman can secure herself. A woman can kill to save her life. Yes, you can. But you shouldn't have to. That's our job. So brothers, if you have not fought, I recommend you check into a dojo. Go and train in martial arts 2 to 3 times a week, minimum. Go to a boxing gym and get classes. Don't just go in there and think you know what you're doing. Go get some real training by real fighters. Being in the hood is one thing. Yeah, I grew up in the hood. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You got some hands in the street. That's cool. But these police officers train daily. They're hyper. You need to understand what type of beast you're dealing with here. You're dealing with people who are, for a large measure, a large amount of them, they're on psychotropic drugs, psychiatric meds. Okay, number one, because many of them came out of the military and they were on these drugs and on these meds when they were in the military. That's number one. Number two, they train daily where they are fighting one another, they're sparring, or they are punching on the punching bag or the large life-size doll of a human being. They're practicing takedown moves, grappling moves, quick attacks, pressure point maneuvers, takedowns, bone breaks, locks. They are practicing how to kill, not just to defend. You are dealing with military soldiers in police uniforms. You need to understand this. So when you talking and you acting like you all tough, man, yeah, if a police officer did this, if a police officer tried to say something to my woman, blah, 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 yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, okay. You're dealing with beasts who don't care for life. Yours. who don't care for yours or hers, because now our sisters are being murdered too. So our sisters are being kidnapped, raped, murdered, sex trafficked, sold for organs. Listen. If you're not training, if you're not exercising, if you're not doing something that goes towards you becoming more of a physical weapon, a protective machine, then you can't say anything. You can't say nothing. You are a casualty. You are an accident looking for a place to happen. As a man, I'm saying. Forget the feminine crap. Let somebody else deal with that nonsense because they're trying to push that. I don't give a damn what nobody says. You're not going to get Brother Rizza Islam to go into this, oh, love is just love and everybody, oh, and God. Stop it. Stop it. We are in the middle of a damn war. Like, seriously. We are in the middle of a war. And some of you, even right now, as I'm speaking, it's hard for you to deal with this. Some of you are like, man, he's just too serious. Oh, see, that's what happens when you follow Farrakhan. Y'all be talking to, you don't even know. It won't hit you until it hits you in person. And then when that happens, then you will say, well, man, I should have taken this serious, man. I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're not going to hear that from me. You're not going to hear that from me. Trust me when I say this. You're not going to hear that from me. And I damn sure don't want to hear that from none of our brothers. I don't want to hear that from none of our sisters. I don't want to hear that from none of our people. We are actually dealing with something that is so serious that if you don't get it by now, it is going to be too late at a certain point. Okay? Next solution. If you see your woman, your queen, a sister, a female, being in an altercation with a police officer, right? If you see this occurring, then what you need to do is make your presence known. I can't tell you how serious this is. Matter of fact, I'll just ask the sisters. Brothers, watch this. I'm going to ask this question. Watch this. Sisters, answer me this. Please answer this for all of us. For all the men watching, please answer this question for me. Don't you feel safer when there is a masculine man who walks in the room? And I'm not talking about heavily cocky. I'm talking about a man that walks in the room, confident in himself, humble, but strong. You see him. You're like, that's a man. That's a man right there. Right? Don't you feel safer? Yes or no? Okay, we got plenty of yeses. Okay. Let me ask you this. Just to be honest, do you feel safe? This is just the actual question. Do you feel really, really, really safe when a gay man walks in the room? Don't get mad, damn it, don't get mad. Just answer the question because we're dealing with survival. I don't care about another person who wants to have sex with another man. It's insanity to me, but this is for survival. It's a real question. Do you feel safe when a gay man walks in the room? I'm saying if it's a hostile environment, if it's, a negative circumstance situation, do you feel safe? Oh, like he's going to save me. He'll protect us. Oh, we good now. Oh, there's a bunch of no's. Aha. So, brothers, if you're watching, and sisters who have a lot of gay friends. And I know, yeah, there's some gay thugs. I hear you, but please knock it off. When you're dealing with the police, when you're dealing with dangerous situations, when you're dealing with negative situations, hostile environments, when you're dealing with that, then brothers, this is where you'll have to make a decision. Who is more important, me or her? Who is more important, me or her? If you have the barrel of a gun being pointed at this woman by the police, and I'm not telling you to go jump and just get shot. What I'm saying is you, me, we have to make our presence known first. That way no gun gets pulled out first off. If a police officer is talking to a woman the way they talking to her and you blah, 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 you need, hey, I don't give a damn if you have a badge or not. That is a woman. Ain't no badge making you above a woman. And I'll say that to any police officer. Excuse me, sir. That is a woman. What is the problem here? That is a woman. May I ask what the problem is? You have to learn how to interact with police because they're very nervous. They're very, very, very nervous, right? Like extremely. So because they're nervous, you have to deal with them like they're children. Not all police, but most of them. They're trained to believe that we're thugs. They're trained to believe that we're murderers. They're trained to believe that we're killers. They're trained to believe everything that they are for the majority. And yes, some of us have guns and all that, right? In the real world, some black man, some black woman, I get it. But you're dealing with someone who is trained with a certain mentality about you. So they will come to a black woman with all that. And when you make your presence known, they become nervous. So understand how you have to move. You have to stand in front of her. Excuse me, sir. That is a woman. May I ask what the problem is? May I ask what is going on? How may I help? Well, no, I'm discussing this with her. I understand, sir, but I'm the man here. I'm the man. That is a woman. And respectfully, a man should address a man in a hostile environment like this. We don't want any lives to be lost. We don't want any lives to be lost. I'm a man, and I should be the one who discusses this with you because you are an officer and you have a weapon on you. So if there is any discussing that needs to take place, then I believe, rightfully so, for safety reasons, we should be discussing. You understand, brothers? Learn how to communicate. Learn how to communicate. Because then, if they become aggressive, then damn it, that's when you got to make your decision. You make your choice. You make your choice. I'm just telling you. You defuse a situation. You protect the woman. You secure the environment. We have to make sure it is a decent and safe place to live. If they decide to get belligerent, if they try to get hostile, if they try to do all of that, then damn it, you must get hostile too. If they attack, then you must defend yourself. And I know some of y'all are like, well, hold on, Rizza. No. I'm saying this because too many of us don't get it. If they attack, I'm only saying attack you, genuinely attack you when you were being calm and you were, you are agreeing with them and you are having a discussion, communication, your hands are plainly where you can see them, everything is fine. You're not doing anything wrong. Then if they attack you, you have the right given to you by God to defend yourself. And I know some of you are like, well, Rizza, they're going to shoot you. Well, damn it, they will shoot you anyway. So what is the problem? What is the problem? You die either way. But then again, you can live too. Stop being afraid, please. Stop. I beg you, brothers, seriously. Stop being afraid. Our fear is allowing them to attack our women. Our fear is allowing them to attack our children. Our fear is allowing them to attack our people. Our fear is allowing them to come into our house, come into our school, our neighborhood, kill our women, our children, our little babies, our little girls. Our fear allows these people to traffic our women and sell them into sex trafficking, kill them for their organs. Understand, it's our fear. But the moment they understand that, hold on, Officer Jake, you don't want to attack this man here, or you don't want to attack this woman here, because the last time we had an officer attack a woman here, and five black men just came out of nowhere and beat up the officer. Okay, so you cooperate, okay? You got to go in there different. Just be respectful, and they'll, be respectful. The moment they recognize and realize that if they step to us and disrespect us and attack our women, that we attack them, then they'll stop attacking us. Simple. Ain't no damn officer gonna stop attacking you unless you give him a reason to. You better give them a reason to. Ain't no officer gonna attack no woman when I'm right there. Guaranteed. Pull your camera out and watch what happens. Guaranteed. There's a way to do it. Be calm, non-aggressive, communicate. Excuse me, officer, I believe there's a problem here that I can solve. No. Obviously, that is a woman, and she deserves to have enough respect to where we can discuss with one another what the issue is so that we can resolve the situation. So what is the situation, officer? What is the problem? What is the problem here? Then if he's just trying to go off an officer, well, you're a little hostile. There's no reason to be hostile. We can discuss things. Well, no, you need to blah, 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 blah. And they start going crazy. And officers, see, because some of them actually are very crazy, like literally. Some of them are quite crazy. Okay? Unstable. And again, as I said, on psychotropic drugs. Many of these officers are actually on drugs, and I'm not joking with you. So some of them can't even be reasoned with. That's why if they have a propensity or a likelihood of being hostile, then it should be us standing between them and our woman or our children or the women, period. It shouldn't be the women standing in between them and us. What the hell does that look like? What does that look like? No. We have to be willing to die to protect our people. And the moment we stand up for our people, the less of our people will be attacked. The less of our people will be going missing. The less of our people will be having their organs stolen. Less of this will happen. I'm just being very, 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 very plain with you. I'm not going to be soft with you, and I'm not saying something to you that I'm not going to practice myself. I guarantee it. And if you think it's a joke, okay. I've done it. I'm telling you, I've done it. I've stood between a police officer and their gun and a woman. I've done that multiple times. What the hell are you talking about? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that if they attack you, he said, after you have been cooperative, after you have communicated, after you were just being a good person, you're cooperating with what they say, you're not doing anything wrong, and then they attack you for no reason? He said, then, as he said, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad says, put your back to the wall or say to yourself, this is the day that I die, and you wrestle up all your energy and say, Allahu Akbar, and bust them in their face. In retaliation, in defense, not in aggression. You don't start the fight, but you damn sure end it. Some of y'all are nervous when you hear me talk like this. Some of y'all get nervous about this. And like, damn, Rizza, come on, man, you too, it's too serious. No, I'm not too serious. You're not serious enough. The only reason why I get to smile is because I know I'm really doing what needs to be done for my people. That's why I get to actually enjoy life. If I wasn't helping my people, I'd feel miserable. Some of us really are disconnected from our people. You don't love your people. Some of you don't love us. You don't. You think about yourself all day. You think about everything, me. You don't think about how you can help your people. You don't even love them enough to find out how you can be more patient with them. You judge black folks all day. This nigga this, man, she this B, they this. This why I don't like these niggas. This why I don't like. It's like, who are you? Who are you really? You telling me you've been perfect this whole time? Oh, you perfect. You the perfect one. You the perfect black man. You the perfect black woman. You perfect. You ain't never made no mistakes. You are perfect. Really? Some of us are too damn... Some of us really are white people in black skin. And I mean that. Some of us don't have that deep love that our ancestors had for us. Because most of our ancestors who died wouldn't even recognize us. They'd be like, you're not of my blood. What are you? What happened to you? What did they do to you? I'm telling you. Some of our ancestors wouldn't even they would disown us. You know what happens in the Chinese culture? You know what happens? Yeah, somebody said black crackers. Yeah, a lot of us are white people with black skin on. Paul Mooney calls it graham crackers. Pow. Man, it's a trip. It is a trip. I'm telling you, it is a trip. But you know what happens in Chinese cultures? In Chinese cultures, you know what happens when you disrespect or dishonor the family? Do you have any idea how much pride they have in being Chinese? You're not going to go in there and disrespect them and I get touched up. Come on, you're gonna see a bunch of Bruce Lees and cousins handling business. Why? Because they actually have pride. They have self-love, self-worth, self-awareness, self-knowledge, knowledge of self. They got that. And you're not gonna walk up in there and just disrespect them. It ain't gonna happen. Trust me. It ain't gonna happen. They will help you to understand why they are Chinese. You will not be able to just go and say whatever the hell you want to say about them. Go over to and mess around with a Japanese person. Just say whatever you want to say about a Japanese person. Go and just say whatever the hell you want to say. About even a Jewish person. It ain't gonna happen, player. It ain't gonna happen. They will remind you. Hey, all right, all jokes aside, my people don't like that. Just tell you straight, I don't like that. Seen a Chinese person get murdered by the police. Case in point. Please name one articles. Name one time. That's how much they know. America knows damn well if we hurt the hair on one Chinese person's head, we got to deal with China. They know that. And they are afraid of that. They know. I'm telling you. See, that's how we got to be. They have to be in fear of attacking one of us. They have to be afraid. Some of y'all like, Rizza, calm down. No, you don't tell me to calm down. Ever. Not when it comes to this. All the women watching this right now, if you have a man, you better make sure you can trust that he can protect you. I mean that. You better make sure. Make sure that you know for a fact he can protect you. You better test him. And I'm not saying do nothing crazy. Don't go do nothing crazy. But I'm saying, like, punch him once. Not too hard. But test him. See how soft he is. Don't be an a-hole, ladies. Don't be a jerk. But test your man. See if he can protect you. Because at this time that we're living in, we don't have a choice. I don't trust everybody. I don't. I know who I can trust. I know who's in my circle. I know exactly who's around me. I know who to call on. I know the brothers I roll with. I know we can handle business. I know that. Something goes down, I know. I know who I know. I know this. I know if the police pull me over and I'm with a certain group, I know this. I know. But do you know for a fact that who you roll with and who you're around, that they can protect?
I screen